And then obviously Thursday, your boy went a little stir crazy. It looks. I mean, there's a little purple in it. There's a little pink in it. It looks more gray right now. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Saglage, aka Sag, and it is time for summer. It is technically week 2 of summer. This being a combination, it's technically 1.5 since last Wednesday was technically the last day of school for teachers. We had to get our stuff turned in, our stuff signed off for the summer. So last Tuesday being the actual day that you have to come in, you have to have everything signed off for, is the last lunching. And Wednesday being that if you didn't get it done or if you didn't turn in your keys to do it that way. So on Tuesday, did a lot of cleaning in the classroom, getting everything in. Didn't bring anything home with me. I never do during the school year unless I'm changing schools. The school that I'm at, I love the school that I'm at. Allows me to do a lot of things. And the great thing about it is that I haven't changed the classroom in 3 years now, so it's super nice to just go in, leave everything there, come in the couple days before school starts during the summer time that we get to go in and set the classroom up, make it nice and neat so that it's ready to go on day 1 of the actual school year. During the luncheon, I said goodbye to a very close friend that I've gotten to know, that I've taught with, my associate, my colleague, mentor. She is retiring from teaching. She's retiring from OCPS. She put in 20 plus years of dedication to the service, and I have nothing but respect to one of my favorite colleagues of all time, Miss Dunbar. If you do come across this, or if anybody shows you this, just know that I appreciate everything that you have done for me. I appreciate the time you have spent with me, and I appreciate your patience by helping me come to become the teacher that I am today. So Wednesday, I got everything checked off, and in fact, I only needed like an hour on Tuesday to get everything checked off. But to turn in our keys, we had to wait a while, so I decided to leave school on Tuesday to finish helping my wife pack up for the summer so that she can enjoy her summer as well. She has a lot more things because she teaches elementary. And if you guys don't know this, depending on the school that you're at, some schools departmentalize things where certain teachers teach certain subjects, other teachers teach them all. Right now, her class is her class. She teaches all the subjects, it is broken down by blocks, and she has a ton of things as well. Again, elementary teachers versus middle school teachers is like, it's like you have a ton of supplies, a ton of things that you need for the classroom versus like, I need this, because reality, we do everything on computer. Reality, we have all the resources that we need. So it's a whole different level as well. I mean, second grade versus eighth grade. In eighth grade, you kind of see them looking at the walls, but they aren't using it. They're just kind of like, there's a wall here. Wednesday was the start of our technical summer. We actually started it by sleeping in. I went to turn in my keys, and after that, we came back and hung out. Andre was signed up for camp, but he didn't get to start until this week, so he had a couple days to himself without having to go anywhere. It's a blessing, but it's also a curse because he doesn't know what to do other than get himself in trouble at times, even though he's a great kid, wanting to sit, relax, watch TV all day, sit, relax, play games. I get it. And, when I was his age, I was the same way, so I get what his struggles are. Thursday, we spent cleaning the house. And not that we keep a completely messy house, but summer is really the only time that we are able to sit down and clean. So we definitely got a lot in during those 2 days. We vacuumed all the floors. We shampooed the carpets. The little one's nursery's coming along. Like, it's finally finished. His bedroom needed a couple things added to it. It's finally finished. My wife and my bedroom, that's a whole nother story. Parents, you guys know. And for you guys that are watching this who are teenagers, you guys get it. Like, you clean, but it's not like quite clean, and it's never completely clean because you have so much stuff going on. That is the story of the household of SAG, because we do have something going on almost every single day. Friday, Andre and I decided to go to the basketball courts for a good hour and a half. It's crazy the amount of time that will pass when you're having fun, especially if you're just doing drills, you're getting better, you're having a lot of fun, no pressure to it, and you're listening to music. But also afterwards, we made sure to bring our swim trunks, and so that we could shower in between and jump into the community pool, which again, don't know if it's a curse right now because the heater isn't working and it's nice and cool, so we were able to actually enjoy like a cold whirlpool like the athletes have after a long day of practice, a long day of training, or even a game. Been having a lot of fun and hanging out with the family. This Sunday was a brand new experience for Andre. The organization that we do stuff with, BNA, Brand Name Athletes, this is their inaugural basketball season. And of course, we signed Andre up. He got to play with his teammates from the original football team that he hasn't been able to play with for a couple of seasons, and some of the guys that are on the travel team from the things that you guys have been watching, a couple of the players from the travel team are on his team as well, along with 2 new players, and it was a great experience. The guy that I coach with for the Dolphin stuff, which you guys haven't seen yet, he actually coaches his own team. I was basically signed up by the head coach to be his assistant. Me being the assistant for basketball and me being the assistant for football kind of clashes because on Saturdays, and this coming Saturday, I'm going to be coaching on the same sideline as the guy that I coached against in basketball, and then Sunday I got to coach against him again. So it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's a completely different hat. It's nothing but love. Monday was Andre's first day of camp. He went in. Haven't been a fan of the camp. Last year he had an amazing time, and I figured the same would be for this year, but not so much. And it happens. All right, camp's not for everybody, and every camp's not for everybody. So there's a couple of them that we're going to shop around with coming up, but we're letting them finish this week off. Monday was a nice, relaxing day because, like I said, my wife and I worked very hard to clean the house. We finished up the little one's nursery. We finished up Andre's room. We hung up the posters for him. He came home, relaxed, had a good time. Tuesday came up. Amanda had to go to school to plan with her coworkers for the upcoming school year. I unfortunately am not doing that. I think that my summer vacation is nice and relaxed. I need it like that. Tuesdays were originally going to be our basketball practice days. Didn't work out. So now Mondays, the day you guys are seeing this, will be the day that we're having it. And again, it's a whole different experience coaching basketball than it is football. I am a lot more lenient in basketball than I am football just because I'm not quite the best basketball all-star. All right, your boy balled out in college for football. He balled out in high school for football. I know exactly what I'm talking about for every position. I can read defenses all day. There's a reason why I'm the offensive coordinator, but unfortunately, with basketball, it just doesn't come natural. Like, seeing it on the field, seeing it on the court is a lot different than seeing it on TV, seeing it as if I have experience. I don't have the experience for basketball that I do with football. So, I kind of let it be. If you guys saw the practice that we had, that first practice, you would be shocked that we even scored any points. Basketball game, we ended up winning. And we ended up winning by a blowout. Again, it's the first week, so I expect everything to get a lot harder for the kids. I expect everybody to come together. But we ended up winning, I believe, 36-4. Wednesday, I actually had to go run a couple of quick errands at Walmart. Had to pick up Andre's medicine. Had to go get some things for grilling out, like charcoal. Had to get a couple of drinks, which I made a Shirley Temple. That was legit. And just a couple of random things that I decided to grab while I was out. When I was in there, it was nice and sunny. I walked in. I was grabbing some stuff. All of a sudden, I heard shh. And I was like, what? There's no way that's rain. And I looked up. You can't really see out, but it does have the windows, and the tin roof was hidden. I was like, really? And so when I was checking out, I looked outside the quadruple doors that are the automatic doors that you walk out of, and all you see is just an entire row of rain just hitting down like as if it's like not going to stop. And I decided to hoof it back to the car, which wasn't the brightest idea because bags that I had were wet. The charcoal that needs to be dried got wet. The bag itself ripped. Like it was just... It wasn't my brightest point, but it needed to happen, and I needed to get home, so I had to do what I had to do. Got home, did some things, went to grab Andre. It was pouring down rain when I grabbed him. We were supposed to have practice. Initially, we were thinking about calling it off, but then as I was getting them, the way we were coming is the way the storm was heading from. It was pouring down rain when I picked Andre up, and then on the way home, it completely cleared out. So I told him, I know it's raining right now, but it will clear out by the time we get there. We decided to keep with it. When we first got there, we probably rained out for the first 10, 15 minutes of practice, and we don't like to keep our kids long anyway. So we ran them through our offense, did a couple passing routes, talked about defense, and then we went from practice A, which again was we're now the Chargers for 13U, which the head coach, Coach Rob, he's a huge Dolphins fan. We've been the Dolphins the last 2 seasons. We love the uniforms we have, everything still. They ran out of those uniforms, so we went to the Falcons because Coach Rob knew I was a huge Falcons fan. I was super hyped up. I went ahead and ordered stuff for the Falcons, like a t-shirt and short set. I went ahead, because we're the Hawks for basketball, I went ahead and ordered a tee and short set for the Hawks. Later that night, we get a text, hey guys, we're going to go with the Chargers because we don't have enough Falcons uniforms. So I'm like, all right, cool. Canceled our order for the shirt and shorts from Amazon and went ahead and got the shirt and short set for the Chargers, which is legit, and then decided to go from there. We went from the 13U practice to the travel team practice for BNA, which we have a huge tournament coming up in Charlotte, North Carolina. And again, I'm not a huge fan of us going out of state. I understand travel teams do this all the time. But with us being teachers, number one, us being unable to get certain leeway with the kids and whatnot, there's a lot that goes into traveling, as you guys know. But there's even more so with what my wife and I have to do. Luckily for us, it is going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, which we're excited about because we were going to be in the North Carolina-South Carolina border anyway, visiting my family. So we, of course, are ready for that tournament. Andre's going to miss a practice, but you know your boy is going to be having him drilling and getting zoned in because we want to come back with that ring. We want to come back with that championship. I'm super excited to see my family. I'm super excited to go to this and actually showcase what Florida will bring and what BNA will bring to this, because I feel that this team this year is a lot better than the team from last year. Nothing against the coaches, because I was one of them too. But I feel like the chemistry's there. I feel like the maturity level could be up a little bit. I expect Andre to rise up to the occasion and be the leader if that needs to be out there, if it needs to be. And then obviously Thursday, your boy went a little stir crazy. It looks. I mean, there's a little purple in it. There's a little pink in it. It looks more gray right now, but I tried pink last weekend and it just didn't stick. So I really, because I'm a teacher, I don't really get to go too crazy with the hair, which again, it's more acceptable for certain teachers who don't really care. But for me, it would be a little bit distracting in the classroom. And I like being a little goofy. I like being a little bit out there. My personality is loud compared to other people. So I like being able to do this. And then today being Friday, and this going up on Monday, I'm going to do a quick turnaround. Your boy basically starting a cooking channel. Not really, but he should. I mean, Gordon Ramsay, come on over. We'll cook together. Barbecue grilled chicken out on the grill. Killed it with these burgers. Just had a lot of fun. And then every day this week has been more and more crazy because the little ones doing ISR training, which if you guys don't know is basically infant swim something training, where it's basically teaching them that if they fall in the water, what to do or how to float until someone can come get to them. And it is terrifying to watch. I love my little one to death and I don't want anything to happen to her, but it is, living in Florida, it's almost like a necessary thing that we do this because we're surrounded by lakes, we're surrounded by pools. It's a good experience to have, because these kids, it's so sad when you hear bad things happen on the news or online about kids drowning or just people not thinking and leaving them in cars and stuff. Preventable deaths are horrible and tragic, and it's important to have people able to be ready in case something does happen. With that being said, today, right now, as I'm recording this, I have a video going up. If you guys haven't done that, check it out. It will be right here or right here. The highlights of the 2022 BNA travel season. I know we're halfway through 2023, but the fact is that the seasons don't always align, number one. Number two, I really wanted to try something different by editing, and then again, I'm basic basic to mediocre, but I'm trying something, trying it different. Please let me know what you guys think if you haven't done so already. I'm just trying to improve for my son. People have asked me, why do I let him have social media? Well, the social media, number one, is ran by me. But number two, he needs to see where he's coming from. He needs to see the work that's involved. But on top of that, if he wants to do better, like if he wants to be recruited, especially in football or even in basketball, whatever sports that he wants to do or sports that he doesn't want to do, if he wants to be recruited, he needs to have his film out there. So I decided now, more than ever, just to go ahead and let it see. And just like with me, I don't expect it to be a job. I don't expect it to interfere with my life outside of what this is. It's just to see where I'm from, to go back and see my past, the history, how we've progressed, what's going on, things in life that just mean something to me and that I can connect with you guys on. It's a way for him to do the same thing. I'm done rambling. This is week 1/2 of summer recap. I'll do a better job making sure that as I'm talking to put in videos, put in pictures and stuff like that going on moving forward. I appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch this. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to even click on a button. If you haven't done so yet, though, go ahead and go in the link in the description. Go to my YouTube button, whatever. Click it, subscribe, leave a like if you did. Comment if you want, and subscribe, like I just said, if you haven't. Hope you guys are having a great summer. Make sure that you guys aren't going crazy, dyeing your hair blue. If you are, cool. If not, cool. Make sure you guys are wearing sunscreen. Make sure you guys are protected out there. And as always, please, 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 be safe wherever you go. I am out of here. I hope you guys have a great day, great week, great month, and great year. I'll see you guys in the next video.